Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Hyper here. So, today it's actually a good video. So, if you guys don't know who Sherman the Verman is, he is Face Rug's cousin. He's one of my best YouTubers. So, he is actually doing scary videos of episodes. He's told he's going to do 5 episodes. He uploaded 3. So today is gonna be we are gonna be reacting to the first episode, and yeah, let's see how is the first episode. I've actually seen the 2 episodes. I didn't see all the 3 because I wanted to show you guys. I also didn't see the third one. Okay, sorry guys. Yeah, guys. Yes. So this, don't worry, this internet is problem. Mm, yeah, yeah. So this is his channel. It's pretty good. Yeah. So these are the episodes. So this is the third one. Let's see the first one. I've seen first 2, but okay. Let's see.
Because you could really feel something like.
Yeah.
See, I was never
Yeah, guys. So this is.
planning on making this video. In fact, I made a promise to a priest that I would never speak about this ever again to anyone. If I did, he might come back. Oh, the lights turned off.
Yeah. No.
That's weird.
It's kind of
Wait,
scary,
does that
guys.
mean there's motion?
Yeah.
No, okay.
Alright. That's weird. Okay. Let me turn those back on. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even tell you who he is. Allow me to explain.
Okay, how the Ouija board ruined my life? Well, if you don't know what the Ouija board, just keep watching. He will explain what the Ouija board is. It's a scary thing. Okay, I've not tried it because I don't want to get haunted. Okay, it's kind of scary.
In early 2017, FaZe Rug introduced me to a device called a
It's his
Ouija
cousin
board. Some of
Chris.
you might be familiar with it, I suppose. For those of you who aren't, the Ouija board was created in 1891 by Elijah Bond, who believed that the dead are able to communicate with the living. They made a board that looked like this: the letters of the alphabet, numbers 0 through 9, the words yes and no, some spiritual images, and goodbye written on the bottom, all made up a perfect communication device to what others call the other side. The board is played by 2 or more people, never to be played alone. One important tool is a planchette, a teardrop-shaped device that spirits can use to navigate through the board. You start off the game like this.
Are there any spirits in here that we can contact? Yes or no?
And if you get an answer,
It's 10 minutes.
you begin asking your questions. So guys, welcome back. This one is a little bit more extreme than my last one, but because of all the feedback that I got from my last one, I thought I'd make this one. I honestly wasn't sure if
This is the
I was
first episode.
allowed
He's talking
to post
about
this on
another video.
YouTube because there's a lot of graphic events that happened to me, but after talking with my manager, everything came out fine. There's no real harm in this video. Now, the common belief of how the Ouija board works by skeptics is something called the ideomotor effect. The ideomotor effect is pretty much a way of saying that your body is moving without your mind realizing that it's moving. So skeptics basically say that when you play a Ouija board, you ask a question, and then in your head, you know what you want the answer to be. So unconsciously, you're moving your fingers to the letters that you want the answer to be. So when you play a Ouija board, you ask a question, and then in your head, you know what you want the answer to be. So unconsciously, you're moving your fingers to the letters that you want. But what I'm going to tell you guys today completely debunks that theory. So I first heard about the Ouija board from Brian. I was about 16 years old, and he told me that he had done a Ouija board video with some of his friends. Now, I, like anybody else out there, did not believe it. I didn't believe it at all. I told him that even though I had a lot of ghost encounters, I didn't believe that ghosts were that simple. Ghosts are complex. They don't speak our language. They don't look like us. They don't take our form. Ghosts are different. He told me that he thought the same thing until he tried it, so I tried it. I go to Brian's house around 7 o'clock p.m., and we unbox the Ouija board around 9 o'clock p.m. Mama Rug actually told us to get that thing as far away from here as possible because what she had seen that previous week caused her to be super freaking scared, like anybody else would. But as me and Brian are stupid, dumb delinquents, we did it anyways. Downstairs in his living room, we opened up the box. Oh, the lights turned off.
Yeah. No.
That's weird.
Wait, doesn't that mean there's motion?
Yeah.
No, okay.
Alrighty. That's weird. Okay. Anyways. No. Swear.
Anthony, stop.
I was looking at you when it happened.
Yeah, no.
Where was I looking when it happened?
Okay, Anthony,
Okay.
I think you just shouldn't talk about it then.
I shouldn't talk about it?
So what exactly is happening is, so when I heard the story, it is actually he contacted, like, when he played the Ouija board, it says that you can haunt you for life. So he told a priest to actually form a ritual, which is some ritual, the exorcism, so that it takes away. So he promised the priest that he wouldn't tell this to anyone, but now he's telling. So it thinks that the demon, you just find out who the demon is. I don't want to say his name because it's scary. Might have you heard it. I'll just put his name up on the screen. There you go. And it's scary, bro. And he tell him it might come back, and but it's scary.
Well, if it turns off again, then we'll stop. Is there any ghosts out there that would like to contact us?
Don't be an idiot, bro, especially with that in the corner. Don't do that.
Hey, put that outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab
Don't
that.
touch it. No, don't.
I'm gonna just show it. So guys, we thought it was a great idea to bring this.
Guys, can you see that? That's the Ouija board. So that's the Ouija board. Yeah, he has that Ouija board in his house. That's the worst thing you could ever do.
To the house, which I'm not gonna be opening it, but I will leave it right here in the back for you guys.
No, it's gonna fall or something.
It's not gonna fall.
No, put it on the ground. Put it on the ground and return it tomorrow.
So back to the story. We went downstairs, we lit up some candles, unboxed the Ouija board, and we started playing. There's no footage of this because as I was skeptical, I didn't want any cameras in the way, and I wanted this to pretty much be as authentic as possible. Just me, Brian, and whatever stupidness this board was about to give out. So yeah, no funny business. Brian instructed me to follow his lead, and I did. He started off by saying, are there any spirits out there that would like to contact us? Yes or no? Now, when I heard these words for the first time, I wasn't nervous or scared or anything like that because I didn't believe it. The board moves to yes. Still, I wasn't scared, but I kept my mouth shut, super curious. Brian asked more questions like, are you a good spirit or are you a bad spirit? It answered, good spirit. Will you be harming us? It answered, no. And how old are you? I don't remember how old the ghost said that it was. I finally spoke up and told Brian that I did not believe it. And he looked at me like in shock. Like, after all this, you still don't believe it. So I gave him an option. I told him that I would believe it if I were able to ask a question in my head. That way Brian does not know the answer to the question. I always refer to this as 100% proof that the Ouija board works. Don't worry, there's a lot more proof throughout this video, but this is just my starting argument. I asked, what is my mom's name? And this time when the board started moving, it felt like something came over my body. Like, it felt like, in the weirdest, most non-sus way, something was like inside of me, bro. It moved directly to Dalia, which is my mom's name. It was like the weirdest ever because I couldn't quite like come up with an excuse as to how it did that. So right away, we stopped playing the board. I told Brian, like, all right, I'm a firm believer now. So we run upstairs and we tell Brandon what just happened. We're like,
Brandon is FaceRug's brother. So yeah, just to clear that out.
like bragging to him, like, yeah, we just came in contact with a spirit, whatever. And
And also FaceRug's name is Brian.
he quickly shuts it down. He's like, well, hey, I'm reading about this right now. It's called the ideomotor effect. And he was explaining like how it worked and everything. We were like shocked and like in disbelief because even though he told us that, in our head we knew that's not what it was. Because like, you could really feel something like moving over the board. So we told that to Brandon, and we came up with the idea to ask a question with our eyes closed while Brandon is watching it. So we went downstairs, set the Ouija board up again. This time Brandon is standing on Brian's left. So we close our eyes and we look up at the ceiling. So just imagine that vision is really scary. Sitting in a dark room with candles around.
The letter internet.
As soon as you said 3, sitting in a dark room, there's 3 of us, and the light just turned off.
Okay, so if there's any spirits out there, turn the lights off.
Okay, I don't know.
If there's a spirit listening, turn the lights off.
Don't do that.
Look.
Don't do that, especially with the board. Don't do that.
Okay, but that's weird.
Okay.
Like, why does that keep on happening? That's weird.
This is good.
Alright, back to what I was saying. So we're sitting there, we have our fingers on the board, eyes closed, we're staring up at the ceiling, okay? Me and Brian were across from each other, Brandon is standing to Brian's left. And you can feel the planchette starting to move. I don't know what the question is, Brandon doesn't know what it is, our eyes are closed, only Brian knows what the question is, and Brandon's there to read it out. So the planchette starts moving, the planchette stops, we come back, we ask Brandon what the board said. Brandon was like, I never seen Brandon so scared. And he's looking around and he tells Brian like, yo, you're trying to prank me. And Brian's like, what are you saying? Like, what did the board say? We finally get Brandon to admit what the board said, and it said his name. It said Brandon. Now we asked Brian, what was the question that you asked? And Brian said, who was standing to my left? That was the start of everything. That was us realizing that we had something crazy here. Like, yo, we have this board. We're in contact with another force, like with a whole other world, like another universe, something that humans don't know much about. And it's like we are in direct contact with it. And it sounds crazy. Like, I already know that there's so many of you out there that are just non-believers of this. But I know that there's also a lot of you out there who are in belief of this and who are kind of cheering it on for me to tell the story because it's real. Like I said, this was the beginning of our journey. But what we didn't know was that this journey would end with us begging for our lives back, begging these spirits to leave us alone, putting our families in danger, putting ourselves in danger, our local church shutting us out. Just a year of straight tragic disasters. I hope you guys are ready for a story because I'm putting myself in danger to share it.
What the?
Oh
Oh
my
you're
gosh.
buzzing and it's like someone's presence, like someone's like walking.
It's crazy, bro.
All right, let's get into this. So listen, I know you guys have a lot to say, but I'm gonna ask you to refrain from assuming until the video is completely over. I have a good amount of footage and enough proof to show you that this is all real and nothing to mess around with. I'm gonna start off by saying whoever is watching this video claims no negative energy from this video. This is real. Whoever is watching this video is claiming no negative energy and is only watching to learn about the dangers of dealing with any spirits or unknown forces out there. And anybody who is watching this video is completely safe, hopefully. With that being said, let's begin.
Okay, guys. Chapter 1 is complete. Thank God. So it was scary. So I'm gonna close out today's video, guys. So scary. Yeah, it was scary. So yeah, guys,